They not? Good evening, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. This lighting ain't good. How are you doing? Beautiful, melanated people. I got the family with me today. Say hey, everyone. Grand Rising. I want everybody to introduce themselves since we moved in and we've all been discussing some stuff. So I told them we're going to discuss it as a family. And I know you see my other video. I'm hoping I see everything. I know you see my other video. So my son Antoine is in the back there. Hey, how y'all doing, Antoine? And his fiance Jay, she's back there. He's doing her hair. He washing her hair. And the king hubby, he coming over here. Hey, Facebook. Look at you fixing your hair now. I told them we were going live. And so you hear Mal back there in the background. Hey, I can see y'all now. Hi, LeVar Prize. Good evening, Queen Kathy B. How are y'all doing this evening? Hi, Brandon Cruz. What is good with y'all? So we're finally in here. And so I got more space, a lot more space. Good evening. Hey, Rick Cobb. So we're going to discuss stuff because I'm doing my channel and I know that y'all see my last video and about my son. So he's here and we've been discussing things. So we're going to do a family channel. That, like I said, that'll be a different personal channel. It's going to be the channel. What is the channel? Straight No Chaser, King and Queen Family Biz. But we're going to get into the topic about Trump. Now, I'm going to read y'all something I was going to do. Antoine, you got to go in there. You want to get a chair, baby? You got to turn on the your thing so I can read the article. I sent it to J Gmail. Okay, we're going to talk about Trump. Someone just unique divine Israel. They trying to deem him unstable so deep state and them can take over. Greetings, like and share. Thank you for liking and sharing. And thank you, everyone. They said, hey, family, unique, divine. Yeah, let me tell you, my husband got his chair down there. He's usually in the garage. But look, okay, we were all discussing. I told everybody, hold their comments so that we can all go live and talk about this. So you see the title now. I don't know if y'all know that they're trying to impeach Trump. And I want you to know the reason why I found out, because they sent me this ridiculous article asking me to help. They done lost their damn mind. I'm serious. I mean, it's just amazing how they act like this is the worst thing that ever happened, that a bunch of spoiled white people decided to go into their house, the Capitol, that their grandparents made our grandparents build.
That's our house. We built it.
Peace and love. What is it? Bronze Flat Power King, Peace Family. That they went in there and did what they're used to doing. Like they say, what? An injustice to one race is an injustice to all. So when you allow them to run like animals, run rapid. Where them saltines? Let me tell y'all, I'm missing my saltines, my notebooks. We moved in here and stuff is in boxes everywhere. And I put my bag to the side. I'm missing my notebook that I just wrote all my notes in and my petty bag. The grandkids.
We'll find it.
The grandkids. Oh my God. I thought I hid it from them. And I might have hid it from myself. So I was looking for them.
It'll show up.
But they look, I got some of this though. The soggy ones. They soggy now because they mad. They mad because they children went and did what they allowed their children to do. Let us run rapid, run like thugs, get away with doing what they want. They're unpunished, and this is what you get. But they sent me this article saying Vice President Mike Pence will not invoke the 25th Amendment against Trump. The Democrats are doing their articles of impeachment. It's a Tina. Nearly, you know how they send you these things. It says nearly half of a dozen. I want y'all all to listen what they sent me. This is why I said I wanted y'all to hold y'all thoughts. So this is what they said. Thank you. They said they love y'all all. Okay, nearly a half a dozen Americans died during the Trump orchestrated insurrection at the Capitol on Wednesday. Nearly 5 dozen were injured. Now they act like this is so bad because nearly 5 dozen were injured and dozens of Americans died. They not black. They don't care if we die in the street every day. But listen to their verbiage. Nearly a half a dozen Americans died during the Trump orchestrated insurrection at the Capitol Hill on Wednesday. Nearly 5 dozen were injured. Confidential material and federal property were stolen, and nearly a half a dozen explosive devices in at least 3 locations were discovered. Some of our allies across the globe claim to have evidence that Trump instructed the federal law enforcement officials to allow for this insurrection to breach the Capitol. It says in any other country, this would be recognized as a coup, an attempt without question. They say without question, this would be a coup. And then it say lives were lost. And as tragic and shameful as this coup attempt, we are fortunate that armed insurrections did not reach the areas where members of Congress were taking cover, and they didn't have a chance to detonate their explosives. There are consequences in insinuating this and that, all this stuff. It say, but we must it says democracy and Republicans must be forced to, on the record, formally decide whether they choose democracy or their disgraced leader. They basically telling them to pick sides. See how these people are? Before I said this, from what I read, anybody want to say something, baby?
Well, it's crazy that what they're saying is that Trump orchestrated all this, huh?
That's what I'm getting. All of a sudden, Trump appeared in America that was built by slaves that allowed these same police officers that stormed the building, that let everything go. All of a sudden, Trump allowed this thing to happen when we've been getting shot in the street by these same people all the time.
But yet it's okay.
See how they always put the blame? They cannot get away from this out and out divisive two-sided America that everybody saw. They can't get away from it. So they have to now admit that there is racism, and now they want to put Trump as the face of racism.
Now what if we put the shoe on the other foot? If it would have been a bunch of us marching up there to the Capitol and done all that destruction, do you think we'd have made it that far?
Hell no, we ain't even make it in the streets. They let little cow kill us, shoot people in the streets. They bring their dogs. They showed the picture.
Hey, do you think do you think that we would have made it inside the building?
We wouldn't have made it to the damn bus.
That's what I'm saying.
Soon as they pick us up, somebody said, hell nah. Unique Divine said, hell nah. And Keisha Johnson said, no accountability, pink folks. No accountability, y'all. It's before our eyes. And all y'all that's in here, the meeting, I'm going to send out a link because I'm looking for my notebook that I wrote down everything is. If you hear, we got a new baby in the background. This is why we fight, because we have to build a future for us. But I wrote down we're going to have our meeting tomorrow at 1:00. I'm on Central Time. So everybody that emailed me, I'm going to email you a link if 1:00 is okay. If y'all want to do earlier, I talked with Beatzilla. He want to do early afternoon if we did afternoon. So that's just to throw that in there. But back to what we were talking about with Trump and this double America. This is why we talking about building a nation within a nation, because all these people do is claim their rights, and they keep themselves in office so they can pass laws. I don't even know what to say. It was right before our eyes.
Why now? Why try to impeach Trump now? Why they didn't try to do it when his second or third, year when he was in term?
They ain't want to do it?
Right. They were trying to, but like now.
Because now they saying choose a side, but they ain't do this. They ain't go this hard. Why they ain't use the same energy when we keep saying that these same people that tore down the Capitol are attacking black people on the streets? They're dressed in blue uniforms. yelling Blue Lives Matter, but they do it. There is no accountability.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's my point. You know, I'm pretty sure they got the same evidence or whatever they had now that they had then. You know, so why they going so hard now?
Because they got to put a face on it. They know it's out in the open.
Right.
We distinctively saw two Americas. We see how they dress up when Black Lives Matter marched to Capitol Hill. They were, National Guard was out. They're prepared because they keep pushing the stereotype that we are animals, we are aggressive, we're mad and angry. We have a reason to be mad and angry because of them. Hi, OC, the Great TV. Thank you for your support. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for following, like, share, subscribe. Brandon Cruzen said that's why they mad at us, because we refuse to be baited into combating the mayors at the Capitol. Now they have to find someone to blame because blacks had no part in it, and the whole world saw them act the fool. Yes. Did you even the president of Canada? He did a statement, and he was saying that they was learning from us, and they have to basically protect their democracy. And then I heard Joe Biden saying how embarrassing it was. The only thing that's embarrassing is that these mother effers control all the media, they control the airwaves, and America saw what we've been telling everyone else that America is. They protect white supremacy. The police already has been infiltrated by the white supremacists, so they took down their hoods and they picked up shields and blue uniforms and guns. They put down their crosses. They put down their crosses. They put down their horses. They took off their hoods and they put on the blue uniform. They put on a badge and they got a gun in the car. What'd you say? They got a gun in a car. And this is what they saw. The world saw the truth. Basically, the world saw the truth. Hold on. They tried to tell us racism is gone. Exactly. They try to tell us. Monique said they can't deny their white supremacist ways. Now it's blasted all over the world. It said Black Love 17 says, I feel he has more info on those disgusting politicians who are pedophiles. They wanted him out so they can continue being disgusting. They do. That's what it is, because y'all ain't saying that about Trump back there. Y'all said, what y'all got to say about it? What y'all got to say about, did y'all see what happened on the Capitol when they allow all those thugs to invade the Capitol? You know, they stole paperwork, they brung guns. One white woman was shot. That's my first video. I told y'all that they said somebody was shot, but they ain't want y'all to make it seem like it's so bad, because at our rallies, the most that happens is when their undercover people come and bust up windows and start riots. But they talk about us taking stuff that we work for anyway. But yet this is in the Capitol. But either which way, they went in the Capitol and nothing was done. The police basically rolled out the red carpet. They said the Capitol police was taking selfies with the white people that broke in.
They have to be about what they're doing. They don't got no shame about nothing they're doing in this world. All they want to do is just keep on making their money and making us feel poor and unutilized. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but what's the point of them making us feel poor? What is the point? Because what you say, Jay? Huh? But why you think they were going to the Capitol Hill? What they were fighting for? What are white people mad at?
They're mad at themselves. That's what I feel.
But why y'all think they attack us? Do y'all feel attacked? I mean, I'm talking to them because they're younger. You know? Do y'all feel attacked?
I feel attacked a lot. I feel like I can't even walk down the street without somebody criticizing me or anything like that. I just fight back the way I know. I'm doing a lot, y'all. I'm sorry.
They're cooking, and they're cooking. Thank you. Yes, like, share, subscribe. They're taking pics with them, Queen, because they got video footage of it. Yes, I seen the videos. But what I'm just like looking at everybody like, you bet. I'm looking at everybody like, Did you hear, baby, about I was waiting for you to, do you know that they were taking selfies with the police officers? The police officers was taking selfies with the people that they let in the building.
I seen some footage where, when they was wrecking the building, how they were trying to knock
Yeah,
down
the police let them in.
What?
That's what I'm saying. The police. They said that I think some police officers. Where's the article? Some police officers were arrested.
I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
No, that's what I was just asking them.
I mean, what is, police, white people?
I mean, but is let me read you some of the comments. Look how they just let them walk right out the door, and how they wanted the public to find them. Fuck out of here. That's what Teleview Production said. It said, and Brandon Cruz said, the world saw what we've been saying, and nobody can deny what we said to be true. They staged this because I'm sure Congress is trying to push the law without paying attention. And say the cat's out the bag. America cannot hide or deny it. That's what Monique Tusi said. We need to stay out of it. Pull a Trump on them. Stand back and stand by.
Right. I agree.
So, and then Peach, that's what I'm shocked. I'm just shocked at how hard they can go. When they need money, we need to stay out of it. Wait a minute. Hold on. The forgotten cause of the Civil War. Exactly. This is what the Civil War was. They had the Civil War. They were fighting the same exact shit. Excuse me. And the only reason that we got into the Civil War at the time that they were fighting the Civil War, we were slaves. So they offered us to get in their fight if they would give freedom. And so they piggybacked off of that ever since. So we're not voting in their elections. We're helping them fight their battles with each other. And that's what Black people need to understand. That's why we need our own nation and our own space. Because during the Civil War, which was about us, the white people that was fighting to keep slaves had slaves fight. That's what people don't understand. Black people was fighting against Black people because of what was promised to them by white people.
We all up being enemies with each other.
Yeah, we always only use as collateral.
That's it, soldiers.
That's why this is not our fight. This is not nothing new. We should be glad that it's happening. The Civil War they keep talking about, yes, they're always fighting because Mitch McConnell, the real president, the Senate majority leader.
I thought he was demoted.
He was.
That's why.
But he's still in.
That's why they mad too.
Because he's the real president. He the one could say yay or nay. Because like I said, Trump said give $2,000. You ain't get $2,000, did you?
The benefits come
But everybody
good old boy.
The president don't really make the rules.
Who make the rules?
It's the legislators and the
Senate and the House.
Senate and all them. Like they make the rules. The president only got to say so. He don't really make the rules. So when everybody over there mad at Trump and stuff, Trump was a dick, but Trump didn't make the rules. He had to answer to somebody else that was above him.
See? So that's why we have to understand we got to fight together as melanated people. Is anyone else comments messing up? Private Bentley said because it's at Brandon because it's so little of them now, they can't afford to turn on each other. That's right. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. They can't. It's not a lot of them anyway. That's why they infiltrated us. That's why they got us to sleep with them. Be1. Again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're here with the family. Straight No Chaser with the king and queen, family biz. I'm going to put the link there. We're going to have our meeting tomorrow. Those that emailed me, I'm going to send out the link. I guess I'm going to do it at, like I said, at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I'm going to send the link out to those that I have the email. We're going to do the Google meeting. I have somebody that emailed me on WhatsApp. I'm trying to learn all these apps. Because I'm always like one of those that don't use a lot of apps because as much as they can pry in your business, they will. But you can't get away from them. But this is just an open door. This is where we as Black people need to be gathering our pieces together on this chessboard that we're on and allow them to keep fighting against each other because they're so embarrassed now. They're trying to put somebody on the cross. And right now it's Trump. Unique Divine Israel said they've been telling us we are 13%, but we're 100%. Always have been, always will be. Yes, I had to find that out with my research that we are the humans and they're the subhumans.
Right.
Hi, Amazon tribe. And he said straight, good evening. That whole racist, hold on. That whole racist, evil something, Neanderthal, spoiled mayonnaise, terrorist rush. The White House, Senate House didn't get caps busted in. And it said, I think they're talking to us. They can't blame us for this one. They can't blame us for nothing. But we have always been their scapegoat. But during the Civil War, we see in the Civil War in our time.
Right. That's a good.
History repeated itself.
Exactly. And they're arguing because now during the Civil War, when what happened with Lincoln, the economy was strapped. Lincoln said it before. You cannot keep a race. They couldn't keep slaves. America could not afford, because you're counted as citizens. You're counted as people, whether they put their rules or not. You can't keep a people as slaves. And what we are, we still don't have as much money. We still are in the same monetary status as we were when we were freed from slavery. Well, after they destroyed everything after Black Wall Street and stuff. So basically, you cannot. This is history repeating itself. They want to make balance. The Republicans, they're about money, but the real racists and the real people who come and do damage to us is the Democrats. Because how they recoup all this money that they brothers and sisters, the ones that they let walk into the Capitol, the ones they let shoot and kill and destroy everything, the ones they let steal federal property, and they ain't found these motherfuckers yet. But yet, me and you can hold the motherfucking turtle up in the video, and they busted down our door. When that little girl had that turtle, and when that man or somebody set a turtle on fire, or if we say we black, or the black, we too black, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 black extremities, we want you out here. But they can't find these motherfuckers who got all these federal documents. They want us to look for them. If I see them, if I see Susie or Becky, I'm going to read them motherfuckers. I ain't turning in nothing. This ain't my country because you don't treat me as a citizen. This is beyond crazy.
And you expect us to fight and go to war and want our kids to
this is what it is. But that's what they do. Anybody who's black in the military right now, you need to stand down and stand back like they tell everybody else, because this is a civil war and we need to sit up here and see whose side we gonna be on, because these motherfuckers just sent me an email asking me to help and then tell the Republicans they need to pick a side. Baby, I ain't never seen no shit like this.
Baby, whose side you on?
I'm on my side. I'm on our side. That don't make no whose side y'all on. I ain't on no Democrat. This is some crazy stuff. This is some crazy stuff. They said we must set a precedence for the sake of our democracy. What about the black people dying in the street? What about all that? Are we not shooting? Are we not allowing grown-ass white men that call themselves Proud Boys kill our little black boys that hold toy guns, shoot our black men with their children in the back seats, shoot our black women while they sitting on the couch playing a video game with their nephews? What kind of mess is this? Right. We the same people. You got a window in your house, I got a window. You got police officers that roam your street, I got police officers that roam my street. It can happen to any one of y'all. Breonna Taylor, she wasn't at the wrong place at the wrong time. What kind of shit is that? She was in her damn bed in her house, and these white people fucked up. But yet, the only thing they care about is themselves. Themselves. It's right before your eyes. They took selfies. This same police that we keep telling the same U.S. government is disproportionately shooting and killing us on the street. These are the same people. These are their uncles, cousins, sisters, nephews. Amber Geiger, her folks. These are the same people that coming out here and all of a sudden we supposed supposed to, they play us. They make sure we don't know enough of government, but they always had us picking a side. They played the slave people. They played them. They told one of the slave masters told them, hey, y'all gonna lose the war, you're gonna be slaves anyway. So if you fight, it'll be better for you. So they had the black people fighting for the slave masters. Then the union told the black people, you fight for us, we're gonna free you. The union kept their word. They freed them, but they ain't give them a damn thing.
That's it.
They freed them and left them in the streets. And what they did went right back to the slave master. Go look up the slave narratives. It's over 2,000 slave stories sitting in the Library of Congress.
Made their way back to the
and they don't even got in our school books. All we learning about is some lies about Christopher Columbus. And they talk about this is the most embarrassing thing that happened. Isn't it embarrassed to be in a nation that holds a flag that talks about their history? There's a bunch of lies, and their history came from raping, killing, and murdering, and messing with little black kids and stealing black land. And they want us to be proud.
It's only embarrassing to the people that did something.
It's embarrassing when the wool is pulled. The planets are lining up. One thing my mama told me I didn't even understand. She said, Tina, I grew up during Michael Jackson age and time. So just like we know our singers, she know them. She said Michael Jackson always was trying to tell. She said, they're just another part of me. And I didn't think about it. They're just another part of us. They're just another part of us. Then when he said the planets are lining up, the planets not lined up. What has happened? We looking for something else, and it's happening before our eyes. The shades is coming down. The veil is being broken.
Like Busta Rhymes said, extinction level event.
Exactly. Listen to our black men rapping now. Listen to that's the power they talking about.
It's happening, and they know it.
They know it. That's why they didn't want us to read, so we wouldn't read our own. To them, it's hieroglyphics. To us, it would have been our language had you not killed our ancestors and then made us learn your bullshit language called English and then tell us that we dumb. They keep the books and stuff from us and then tell us that it's a problem. Let me read some of these comments. They say them Israel's been hunting them or something, I don't know exactly. Great minds. It said it needs to start happening to them. They get shot in the streets and hung from trees. They'll want to change. That's what Black Love said. And that horrible song about them raping that 11-year-old girl Grace. What horrible song? Someone said, "Speak them facts." You know what she talking about? They wilding out because they're dying out. Yes. Somebody said racist Tina. They dying out. That was the whole point of white power. Nobody was bothering these people. We were showing them like y'all they got animal DNA. They always in a lab. The reason why they want us to take the vaccines and stuff first, because they need to see what it does to a human first. We're human beings. The hue of our skin, mankind. I always used to wonder why their words was two, just like we got America and we got the United States of America. America had the first black president. Then when they signed that treaty and everything, it became the United States. See how they play? They go hard to confuse you. Why?
Yeah. Because if there's confusion, there's no justice, no peace.
So Jermaine Hendricks said, in a system of criminality, you make it up and change it when needed. Exactly. David Israel said, damn, I wish I was over there.
And that's part of the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Yeah.
Confusion. You keep them confused and not coming together. That's how you keep them in line.
That's right.
That was part of the Willie Lynch syndrome.
And they look at all what their energy on this earth. Let's just talk about the energy on this earth. The energy that they prevail, that they push out, is to lie, is to deceive. To who? They don't want to lie and deceive other white people because they're all empty vessels being filled with our ideas, and then they can't be filled with nothing else. I say soulless because your soul is in your pineal gland. I don't know if you know that.
Third eye.
Your third eye. That's the eye, the soul, the pineal gland. When they looked at the people, when they opened up the soldiers during the Civil War and they cut open their heads, they realized the white soldiers' pineal glands was calcified. Y'all keep saying these people came from over the coldness. No, I know it's a lot. When you put together history and you got stories, I don't know if the whole story of Yucca is true, but we know by scientific facts that these people got 90 or 80% DNA animal. The rest of us got human DNA.
Yucca, the mad scientist with the big head.
Yeah, and I believe that they said Yucca, the story is that he was being picked on. You know how we go hard as people. And he said he was going to breed a race that was going to terrorize black people for so many years. But y'all reading the story that the white people told y'all that said that Jesus, you did something to the white God and now he going to curse you for so many years. Now, what I do is that I don't know what story true, but I know our story was first. And then when you put two and two together, where did they come from? They said they crawled out the caves. Now they got stories and articles going around now that they talking about they just done found some more species under the caves and stuff. Now that's y'all cousins and ancestors, because we know that where we come from, we wrote our history. They took our history, scribbled it off the walls, switched and changed it, and chiseled it down. But scientifically, that is DNA, animal DNA. That's why they are born with tails. Extra. I ain't saying black people ain't born with extra fingers. They try to put monkey on us. No, boo. Y'all got monkey DNA. Y'all are receptive. The planet doesn't really, you can't be out in the planet without the stuff we need to make to keep you alive, or you want our organs and stuff. That's why they need black organs for the things that make us, the melanin. But yet we are made from the planet. We are made to absorb the planet, the sun rays. They wonder why all this bad weather and stuff, because you got black people all up indoors. You got white people laying on the beach. Their body can't do nothing with them sun rays. Well, if it was 1,000, if it were 1,000,000 black people on the beach, we would absorb some of this heat, some of these sun rays before it get out into the earth. When you unbalance something, you got to go by science. You got to think, where were we at before? Then you done took the majority of people and you diluting us. You diluting the melanin. Now you got all these mixed kids. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with life, but now you ain't got full-blooded black people that used to roam the earth. When we used to absorb everything in the earth, eats and uses each other. I don't care what you say. People say, I don't eat meat, this and that. The meat eaters die, the grass grows, the fruit grows, and it's a recycle. And we are here to absorb the extra rays of the sun. That's why we're special. They're not here for nothing but to steal, kill, and destroy. And it's written each day. Why do they hate us? Why do they get away with these things? And why do we sit back and wait? Wow. So I'm going to say, you go deep, sister, love it. But look. Did you get the email to ask the sign to get Trump out of office?
I think I did.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. We got to look at science. And I'm hoping that as a nation of people, we start getting back together and talk about science. What do y'all think? That's just my opinion, because look at the people they found. Did you hear me and my mama talking the other day about the people, the people in the islands, that they keep finding different tribes, and you see the tribe people, they're just as black as, what are they called?
The Central tribe.
Yeah.
They're an island that cannot be touched. The government recommended it. Nobody go to that island because they kill everybody that's an outsider.
But the government said it because we might bring those new germs, because they know what done happened before.
The government also said it because they might bring us germs too, but
that's a lie. But look at how them people look, tall and black. You would never find a white tribe because they're not natural.
But you know what? That's why they kill every outsider that comes. That's what they need to do.
But you know that. But what they're not telling you.
It was one white guy who tried to make peace with him and tried to give him gifts over years, and they ended up killing him because they didn't really trust.
But no, what they're not telling you this. But they're not telling you this. The same government that's allowing the police go up. Them white people been going in there cutting down the forests. That's how they found them, and they've been going in there killing them people too. But you would just like you ain't gonna hear more about these criminals on Capitol Hill.
I tell you, look up on YouTube, look up the Sentinel tribe. and people was killed. They won't tell you, but they was like Ma said, they was killing them people.
That's why them people fighting back.
Just retaliate with no arrows.
Yeah, and see how it's right before our eyes. Another Christopher Columbus story. You go to another island that we don't know about because they done prohibited us from exploring. They done made sure now we need passports, so we can't find our people, but all they got to do is write a letter to another white person, and now you a damn explorer, or you are Egyptologist, or you are archaeologist, and now you get to go in black people land and do what the hell you want, and then bring them back the treasures.
Study us.
While we sit in they white schools, but they
nice species right there. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
You want to hear? You want to? What you said? Oh, I thought you said. Let's see what they're. I'm looking at that. That's when we get together and draw the heat. Private Bentley said. I mean, it's crazy. What are you making? Oh, you done? You done, baby?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
You hungry? Well, I cooked all week, but I mean, I'm talking. But you know, it makes no sense. Let me see. Whites know that melanin is a blessing from the universe. That's why they make all this up. It's fake melanin that they created in the lab. That's what chemistry is, the study of melanin. See? You heard them say it on TikTok. See, Jocelyn in the back says she heard that, Brandon, that the chemistry is a study of melanin. That's why they made sure we are the only race that made sure we were the only race that couldn't read. Y'all, we just was able to go to legal school. If they caught you reading, we were the only race that was killed. These people feared for their life for 5 minutes on Capitol Hill. Imagine us living that same fear for 400 years, having kids and passing down that PTSD. But they do not want to go this hard. They sending out emails. They want to do something about it. But they don't do the same energy is not there when me and you or the people that look like me and you are bleeding in the street under one of their grips with their feet on our throat. It's no energy is there. They're like, huh? What do you say? Are you speaking that black language again? Don't come with that Black Lives Matter stuff. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me, these people. Because we're not gonna I mean, me and you are arguing. We marched and they made sure they used them. All of them got together. The ones that was chasing each other. The other day. You fine? I thought you cooked all of them. No. That's all of them. But it'll be fine. Look, because you got that shrimp. Look, all the white people, y'all, that was attacking the other white people are the same white people that get together and attack all of us. See how they just having an argument. You see how, but the difference with us, if we had media and owned the airwaves, we can play them against each other all day. That's what they do to us. They get us and play, and so they tell us they do the same thing. They never stop with the Civil War. The Civil War, one offered black people this for their freedom, and one offered black people this for what they think was freedom. And it's been going on ever since. We sell our souls for the music industry, the clothing industry. It's been, when they found out we'll do anything for freedom. They learned to play the strings. They set themselves up. They made the sticks. They're the puppet masters. And now their wool is being pulled down. The curtains done fell. Didn't I tell y'all in one of my videos the curtains coming down? They set the stage, but Allah can only go so far. On my Facebook page, I always said I learned it from my old pastor. Allah will outrun the truth, but the truth is always going to slow walk it down. Let's see what y'all say. That's why they make wait a minute. We are God's jewels, and they know it. That's right. The God, what is God? The melanin. Look it up. Can't no cell live without being encapsulated by melanin. They want to there's different types. They want to make it impossible in stern programs, because then we cannot conduct experiments and see that things are much simpler than they make it. That's right. And it's only our people that you see them doing this to. It is what I noticed. That's right. Notice it. Because they kept us separated. They keep us in areas and make sure we're only poor enough to stay in them areas so that we won't know the truth. Now everybody got social media. What they thought was going to enslave us is just exposing the truth. It was the best thing. It was the truth coming. And now they can't help it because when you go unchecked power anyway is not good anywhere. It don't matter if you're black or white. If we start our nation and the black people in this nation start acting up and enslaving other people, that still is not humane. That's why it was supposed to be a system of balance and checks with this U.S. government. We are the people that everybody looked at because the U.S. government was going around spending all this money. But the U.S. government has not paid not one single black family back for reparations.
Rapper who?
That's right. A rapper who? But they want us to be mad about what they do. I know. I gotta tone it down. Somebody, you are too real for YouTube, beloved. I know. I'm just waiting. You know, I be trying to hold my words. They say, amazing tribe said African Sentinel tribe. Oh, within the North Sentinel Island in the India, known of the true story. Know this true story arc of facts since a child. That's right. We knew that our people was there. We traveled the world. We left evidence. That's the only reason that these pink people even got out of their little hut with their animals, eating their animals, effing their animals, doing whatever, and then decided, oh, let me go out here because their lands was desolate. They had so many prisons. They were destroying themselves. This is just history. But yet, when you speak their history, it's like, because they own these airwaves, just like now, we all know it's a hidden fact that you cannot tell the truth about white people history. They get us and study us, but we have no labs to capture them and study them. They can arrest us, but I ain't hungry yet. But we can't go and arrest them. You see what I'm saying?
But we can start. We can start studying.
No, we're gonna start our nation.
We can start studying.
When we do this nation, we need to go hard. Exercise every right. The thing is, you have to exercise every right just like they do. Let them know, no. Because if we pull out as black people, I don't care, like I said, in the nation, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you LBGT. I don't care if you this and that. Do you not see these white people? They name themselves all different types of stuff. We just go with it. Didn't nobody have on no shirt that said Proud Boy? At least I don't think. They just call themselves the Proud Boys, the KKK, the damn police. Whatever name they go by, they all the same people. Aunts and uncles was fighting against grandmamas and grandpapas. That's what was going on. What say we finna have everything and it's gonna be ran with order. That's right. Because the only thing that we have to do is use your mind. What's gonna be the hardest thing about a nation is going to be the sacrifice of the comfortabilities that the white people laid down. That's where they tricked us. See, we were so tired of slavery and so tired of being left behind. We just do anything just to have a house with air conditioner or just to go to the beach where the white people go, because they got us working at their jobs and their corporations day in and day out, slave labor. And then they get the easiest job and we wonder how they doing work and they on vacation and work. You see the commercials, they brag about it. A lot of us, we trying to get in there. We trying to change, but it's still hard because they done took over everything. That's right, LeVar. I am too. Tired of relying on them for jobs. And then what it is that they have put us in a level of pride with them. We got the white man's pride without the white man's dollar. Mm-hmm. Everybody black got the white man's pride without the white man's dollar. Not saying everybody, those that's woke, those of us that's woke. No. If my car got repossessed, I'm not picking on nobody else because I know the system of white supremacy keeps us down. And unless you just make it, you always going to struggle with stuff. That's the whole point of the system.
That's the system. The system is designed for black people to fail, to stay at a certain level.
Exactly.
As long as you can help them stay rich, that's the part of the system.
And that's the system, is to keep them rich or comfortable. And then they go to, and what the trick is that they go to work with you. Oh, I know what the woman they got shot. They was talking about her family. Now listen to her story. The same people who was attacked, all these people that's mad about this coup and this democracy, they didn't call her a thug. They ain't call her an idiot. They ain't go look for her children. They ain't pull up no bad pictures of her. They said she loved her country. That was the woman that, she bust through the glass and they shot her. And she died right there. And the man was like, she was putting all this time about we marching for Trump. I think her name was, what was that woman's name? But either which way, they said that
so they trying to say she was a martyr.
Yeah, they were saying she's a martyr for her country.
Oh man. Wow.
Mm-hmm. See, she a martyr, but we thugs. We a thug because we want to be human. We don't want to get shot. We don't want to get shot. So they tell us we're thugs. But she's a martyr.
All right.
They said she loved her country and she just loved her president. What do they love when they love their country? I want to see. Somebody said she should have had her ass at home. Ashley Babbitt. That was her name.
With her husband,
Ashley Babbitt.
I think I heard some footage. Her husband was calling, you know what I'm saying? Was texting her and she didn't respond. Then he realized she was dead.
And then he said he seen a video of her. I seen the video too. They said get back, and she did what white people do. Not listen because they got white privilege. No, and she got shot. That was a justified shooting to me.
She said exactly.
But when
breaking and entering,
you was breaking and entering.
And
Ashley Babbitt,
we'd have been all dead. They've been shot out, black ass.
Good job, police. That's the first time y'all did y'all job. Cause she for real. Good job. Well, she's not she's a racist. She's a racist spoiled. Black media told different story. Thug. That's right. Only we are going to be able to tell our stories. Only we are going to be able to do our. Only we are going to be able to fight for ourselves. Only we are going to be able to do our rights. Like I was saying before, you see all of them where they can call themselves Proud Boys. They got so many names, but they all look the same, right? When they out there, they not fighting. They fought together. LBGT was out there too, but they was just together. You don't know. Because they ain't got time in a burning house. When they want shit done, one thing about white people, when they want something done, don't they do it? They go hard. They don't give a damn. You ain't telling them no. Right. But us, we got to think about it.
They're going to die for it.
We got to worry about our master, God, Jesus, Buddha,
and what they say,
everything.
When they say I kill everybody up in here,
they mean they're going to kill everybody up in here. What?
Better believe.
What?
Like, y'all gonna die. Better believe that.
Exactly. My son over there talking about he did his thing cooking. What you did? What
I need to get on there.
You want to introduce? She should have listened to the pigs. Somebody, goddess Yima said, "That's right. That's the first time they did their job."
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a little shrimp.
No.
Chicken and stuff. I think I did my thing. I think I did all right.
He cooking tonight. Thug means the hate you give. That's the hate they brings to us. That's right, but they don't have the same energy, y'all. When it comes down to stopping them same people from murdering us. It's okay when they act like animals. See how they act like animals? The motherfucking monkeys, the monkey DNA that's in there. They were climbing the walls.
Those are savages.
Yeah, they were acting savage. They were climbing walls. They were doing everything. But yet, me and you just want to be human. We want them animals to stop killing us and our children. But there's a problem. The government, there's a problem. The government is silent until it wants something. It's kind of like a bad, nigga. Then in a relationship, the nigga don't come around till he wants something. That's what this government is, a nigga. You see what I'm saying? What you want? What you want, Biden? What the hell you want? Why is you emailing me? I didn't vote for none one of y'all. I'm not part of this government. I denounce this government because this government is allowing them same people that we've been telling that's on video after video after video. I done made police reports. You've been harassed. Everybody in this house probably been harassed by their local police officer because they're white, and if nothing is going to be done because there's a white captain or a black captain that acts just as white or worse as the white supremacist.
He's scared.
Scared. Exactly. He's scared, or he think that black people are just the problem too. The narrative that's been painted. These same people are the same people that go home. See, the thing is, the reason why they didn't get that much footage because they didn't want you to see faces. I know one dude got fired. He worked at Toyota, a car place. Notice the people that get fired. No, fire some of them people in them important jobs because there's about 100,000 of them monkeys out there. It was lots of them. And I know all of them didn't work at the car place. Some of them was your doctors. Some of them was your lawyers. Some of them was your prosecutor. That's why the other people wasn't in the office because they was on the other side of the door breaking down. That's why they knew how did they know where Nancy Pelosi kept her files at? How they know what files is missing? Because they the secretary. They the same people. They don't been in there. The only if I break down the office and I go look for files, that means I either work there as them aides. You can look at the pictures. Know how every time they have these interns, they're filled with white. It's thousands of white kids. This is their life. They live a life me and you don't even know nothing about. Right. Their schooling is hands-on. They go to their cousin's property. They go there. The reason why it wasn't a lot of people in the building because they was on the other side of the door with guns, busting up the building. That's why. The reason why it wasn't a lot of cops on the streets because the cops was over there. Well, no, they buddies on Capitol Hill said, we got this. We ain't going to do nothing.
Y'all do y'all thing.
Y'all do the damn thing.
Do y'all thing.
I bust the windows out there, Capitol. You know, I'm serious. That's what they were singing. Because that's all it was. Throw their asses under the jailhouse. Because how can you arrest everybody when they all the criminals? And they got us filled. No, you good. They got us filled in the jailhouses, y'all.
You gotta try to. You want me to try to win one time?
I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat some. I need to
want you to try it on live.
He want me to try. I eat one. But look, that's why the police was there. Look at where was the people running. They said the senators. How many senators were in that building? There is 400 and how many seats in all? 538 seats in all. Right? We're all them people. They don't go to work. They get salaries. They don't go to work. They don't get salaries, but they paint the thing that me and you, in order to live, that we got to go to work at their place every day. Let me taste one of his wings. Ooh, nasty.
I swear I was about to go outside and just say I'm in my life.
It's good.
Say, oh, it's good. She thought
I was just doing that like friends. We be messing with each other.
I was like, really?
No. I didn't even chew it. No, it's good. He know he can cook. He always do that. Because all them Southern politicians, kinfolks. That's why they didn't arrest nobody. How you arrest your auntie or your grandmama? You seen them old people there. My daughter was showing me some pictures. Y'all should have seen the old people there. All of this feels like an episode of the WWF SmackDown.
You can't arrest your aunt and go to the family reunion.
I know. You know you can't arrest Bubba. And then they gonna be going home. They see, look, y'all, what they not gonna show you, because I stay in predominantly white towns because of where we at. How they keep us, most of the blacks in Atlanta, this and that, and then they scattered us up with the other white people. But look, you will never hear the stories of how they out here fighting in each other's house, shooting. Or it's probably the white on white crime done went up. They just don't do. They just not gonna air it like they don't do, because there be a lot of crime I see. Antoine, down here, don't tell where we at and stuff, but wasn't a white? Didn't they just like have a shootout in the street and bullets were everywhere? I cannot find that story nowhere. My son them sitting out here calling me body laying in the street. White on white crime. How big was the shells you said was on the ground?
There was hollow tips.
Hollow tip shells in Florida on the ground. But my daughter worked at a job. White people stealing from each other, coming in there, stealing in the nursing home, taking the white ladies, the old people credit cards, stealing them. They know who they is and everything. They just told them to let them go. Ex-workers, white. They give each other pats on the back all the time. They cover each other up so that you won't. I looked up left and right for that story about wondering if it's going to pop on the news, because no, they don't want themselves to look bad. They paint the narrative that only things happen to black people. Bad things happen to black people. No, bad things happen to black people because you see these same white people that you seen climbing the walls like the monkeys and the animals and savages. That is the way they think. We have never behaved that way. Even when we march, unless you just get us started and get us hyped up, we don't do that. They gave us they couldn't get us to beat and stab each other up, so they gave us guns and drugs so we'll be out our minds and not see our brothers and sisters, and so that when we mad, we'll be quick to use this energy that we used to battle, and the tribes used to wrestle. I believe men have to wrestle. Men have to get some of this energy out. Some men are warriors and stuff. Yeah, well, y'all got testosterone. Yes. And they like to wrestle. You know, men got to do stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they know that they took that away and stuff, and they took away us just having normal fights and getting it over with. Then they put a gun in their hand, so now that anger, they know our power so much so that you will shoot before you know it. Then you sitting in a cell somewhere,
scared to take an ass whipping.
And then they do it so often where they ignored it. These same people in Capitol, the U.S. Capitol, ignored this. These same people in the U.S. Capitol, they all was together at one point, writing away our lives, writing down that they don't see that Tamar Rice was a child. But they call themselves Proud Boys. These big behind doofy ass grown men who rape children, who got islands that they ship children to just so they can have sex with little kids. These people crawled out the cave with something wicked. And we know this is true. I'm not making this up. You know, don't you? Haven't y'all all heard about the islands they take kids to? Or y'all heard about the sex trafficking and stuff? Yeah. These people got their own private islands. How the fuck do you buy an island? Who the fuck is selling islands? Who? You can't make me laugh, but I want to know who the hell's selling islands, because white people buying them. And how they know how much an island worth. I want to know who the hell, because white people gave us God. They selling the land of the earth. They selling the water, the air, the minerals. Whoa, who the fuck? Which one of them got God's phone number? Because God telling them a lot of shit. I'm not gonna see her. She eating, making me laugh while I'm talking. She always doing that. They was going on that 1,000 years ago. Antarctica before the caves. Yes, the island is the trap house for the little kids. Yeah, they see, they look at us, they like our music. They just like that Megan song, Body Yaddy Yaddy. Yeah. I go on the thing, I heard the song because I see all the white people. Like, baby, what happened in the store? We tell them at the store, we got the video when Snoop Dogg got a wine. So my husband was looking for the Snoop Dogg wine, and he said you was in Publix. And what happened?
Yeah. White lady came up to me. I was, we was looking at the wine section. She was like, "That's some good stuff, ain't it?" I was like, yeah, good wine. And she was like, "Yeah, I tried to get my boss to a bottle to drink it, but he won't drink it." And I looked at her kind of funny. I was like, "Why?" She was like, she gave me that look like, "You know why? Because Snoop Dogg's face is on it." I'm like, "Oh wow, he's a racist, huh?" It's like, "Yeah, but I left the bottle anyway. When I came back, it was empty." And I was like, "Well, he'll drink it, but he won't buy it, huh?" She's like, yeah, because Snoop Dogg. I was like, "Ain't that something?"
And that's what I was saying. They won't do business with us. It's been driven in their head not to do business with black people. But as a nation, we're going to get businesses. Either this is going to be fair and we're going to have to divert some of this money back to us and our neighborhoods. We want the ran down neighborhoods. Give us our ran down neighborhoods and give us our equality. Give us a chance to fix it up. We're going to have our own security. You know? The enemy also put liquor stores on every corner and a church on every corner and fast food on the block in our neighborhoods. It's biological warfare and spiritual war, genocide. Exactly. Hell no, ain't shit gonna change. For the U.S., the pigs used to have use this as a reason to get the blame on black people and get tougher on us. Yet the incident is an excuse. Yes, because Biden already talking about he coming out with some new laws and all this. We tired of y'all laws. That's all white people got is a pen and a paper. Come with something on the inside besides hate and anger and deceit and lies.
We need to make our
It's time for them. My back tired. Is y'all back tired? Are you not tired of carrying white people? I don't care if this video don't get monetized tonight. Are y'all not tired of carrying white people? Not trying to be funny. You see these people get away with everything under the sun, and we pay the same taxes. And these same other effers got $600. They probably didn't get that because they make money. For listen to this, black people. Me and you barely make 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 a year if we lucky. These motherfuckers set the bar at 75,000 because to them a poor white person makes at least 75,000. And don't let these poor white people that they claim poor because they work in the restaurant and stuff with you.
No, we ain't.
They get credit cards. They don't get discriminated against. It's a lot that you don't know about. FEMA just came out with a report that showed how FEMA and go ahead, baby.
Like you were saying, we in poverty. It's a difference between poor and poverty.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? 75%, $75,000, you're poor to them, white person.
Mm-hmm.
If you're below $75,000 a year, you're in poverty.
And they telling you below $75,000 a year, you're in poverty. They didn't want to get, but they giving a white person. Most of these people that's making 75,000 are a married couple together. They make that was a trick to get us to put our taxes together so that they can still leave us out. Everything that they write that seems like it's helping is a hurt to us. FEMA just came out with a report. They say they waiting for Joe Biden to address it. FEMA just showed that how FEMA, black people, we ain't just lose wealth with all this stuff that they're doing. But when disasters come, it shows that we are not no reparations. That's what FEMA is, reparation. You got reparations is fixing something, restoring something back to its value. FEMA shows that black people are left behind and not put back together, not left behind of benefits, discriminated against so much that we are never recouped after Hurricane Katrina set the bar and showed how FEMA does not help black people. But soon as a white neighborhood, and I know we seen it, didn't we, baby? When we were working on beaches, we seen the hurricane come. We like, what is all this? The white people were, and we said we had a trouble. They were throwing out steel refrigerators, dishwashers, and everything. Why? Because they were getting that money. The next week, all that was gone. Y'all look up that FEMA report. They said they got to address it. COVID showed us that black people's health was so messed up. Because of racism, because of the liquor stores, the things that's in our community. We can't walk out. We can't go to an island. We can't go get a chef food. We can't get fresh fruits and vegetables because the first place we walk to when we wake up in the morning is a liquor store or a corner store. They got nothing but sugars and bad stuff. But that's normal to it. They put what's in our eyes. And in their neighborhood, they wake up to sunny side grasses, sprinklers, and in the big houses and inspiration and buildings and all that other stuff is the black people stuff.
What they say on Boys in the Hood, they don't have that shit in Beverly Hills. You don't see that shit.
Exactly.
You don't see no liquor store on every corner. You know what I'm saying? Gunshot on every corner. And you know why? What he said? What did the man say? Because they want to kill ourselves.
That's right. They want us to kill ourselves. Because they was tired of doing it. And then, or when we started taking them to court, they were starting to be held responsible, so they had to hide their killing. They do stuff.
Just let them do it themselves.
They do so. That's why the COVID vaccine. I see a bunch of black people holding up signs, some about COVID and this and that. You took the vaccine. Are you? That's a bunch of black people who do not know their history. We have no reason whatsoever to trust nobody white with a needle. Not whatsoever. They owe us. They owe us to build trust back with a black nation.
Well, your mask and takes with turmeric and ginger.
Yes, this virus showed us that we are so much under health. Our health shows that we so poor and so left behind that it affected us in a major way. Did they come and fix it? They still gave us everything that white people have because they don't care. That was something. If you don't owe us reparations, your America reports say that America is so racist that it affects our health. They lace the alcohol with estrogen and our shit with testosterone. Yes, that's right. And they put it in there. That's why is it so much all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden everybody black men all of a sudden coming out gay? They ain't been hiding this stuff. This is not normal. I'm not saying it's not normal to be gay because there is going to be gay. I always felt like gay people were here. Like if they want to adopt children, because everybody's not going to be a good mother. Everybody can't have children. Those that can't have children can adopt. We all put here to be different. But there is a problem when you are creating stuff in the lab to make sure that we don't reproduce. Do y'all understand the whole thing of this chessboard is to stop black men? Listen to Frances Cress Welsing. What she said, the white man's biggest fear is the black man's penis. Because with his penis, he could turn the whole world black. Whether he sleep with a black man, a black woman, or a white woman, or a child, or whatever you call it, they're gonna be black. That's why the white man was so angry. He even wrote down his own truth. If you got a drop of black blood, you black. Why are we having these conversations? We didn't start it, but we cannot speak freely about it because it keeps them in the system of white supremacy that they think they are. I'm not supposed to say white supremacy no more. White fragility. Fragility.
Man, this is what I've been looking for.
What? Peanut butter.
The crunchy kind. You know, I love that.
Oh. But
I've seen it before.
B1, beautiful melanated people. I said I just wanted to come in here because I'm not amazed, but I'm amazed at how it played out and how that you have to be a fool or a black person who is asleep. You need to be reading books now. You cannot sit around your white friends comfortable now. Your white friends shouldn't be comfortable in your face. I don't care how long y'all been friends, even if you married. Because this is what they do. What people don't understand, it's a thrill to these white women because majority of, I know black women date white men. But what majority of mixed couples, it usually be the black man going to another race. And what that black man all of a sudden doing is putting yourself in danger because this people don't like you. So this woman is so happy because these white women are so happy that you're leaving your race to get with them when they know that you are known to be hated by them. They have had you hung. They have had your balls cut off. They have had your baby's head stomped in. They used to play a game. Imagine your baby right there, Jay. They take your baby out your arm. This shit is real. And dig a hole and all the black baby heads are out and they kick it like a ball. And these people ain't shit been done about this stuff yet. And you talking about these monkeys climbing up the wall and everything. That we got pictures where they would come and snatch your baby and put them in a slack and cut her and let the blood drive so that the alligators can get her. Little kids like my grandsons. It used to be in Marietta, Florida, that they rode around. They said he had his black bag used to be dripping, running around snatching babies. It happened in Marietta, Florida. Look the shit up. But ain't there one of them motherfuckers sent out no email saying that we need to choose a side. Black people is human. Now, none of them. So you don't owe them nothing. They owe us everything.
What you want?
They're not talking about the pictures that they got where they hit the nigga baby. When they hold the baby up on the thing and the baby head there, and you gotta hit it so that you can drop. They did all kinds of games. They did all kinds of torture, and they talk about white people were slaves. Get the fuck out my face with that. Y'all wasn't slaves. Y'all were doing what y'all did the other day, fighting each other. And that what you saw in the White House the other day is how they ran Europe before they came in our lands and stole all our gold and jewelry and stuff. What you saw the other day, imagine them eating each other because they were cannibals. Man, they had so many prisons, they had to put boats out in the sea because they ain't had no more land for prisons. They had to put them on boats, and guess what they did with them? They brought them here to America when they created slavery, and they let their prisoners be the slave masters. That's why they were so brutal and nasty. And then they want us to care about this damn government that's been allowing this. We all of a sudden forgot. They should be slapped in the mouth every time they get up there and say this is the worst that they done seen. When we done seen our people die. Our people die without justice. Our people been dying without justice for years. It was a time that all of us is black in this house. My husband walk out the door. We always been worrying if our people gonna come back home. Back then, we had to worry if they gonna get lynched or if they gonna come in our yard with crosses and knock down our doors and drag us out the house. Breonna Taylor. The shit's still happening. They still coming in our houses killing us. We had to worry about that. Now it ain't no being lynched. Now we got to worry about is they gonna get pulled over by the cops. See how the horse and the rope done switched to the car and the gun? And the uniform that switched from the cape. This is history repeating itself. We just advanced, but we still in the same state.
Same state. Same game.
If we don't stand for something, they're going to keep doing this. Do you want your children to keep living this lie? This is the shit they did, and they want to keep painting over every time something happened to them, they want us to feel sorry. They ain't playing that sorry game, but now they playing this fake ass, let somebody be held responsible. Nah, Trump don't need to be going down by himself. All y'all motherfuckers need to be going down. All y'all need to step down. They said if Trump don't step down, then he should be impeached. They want him impeached so he won't get them benefits, because even if he out of the office, he's still considered the president. He still get them benefits.
Plus, this too. If they impeach him, he cannot run for president again. No type of federal office.
Yeah, because he still had 4 years. That's right. He could run for president again, because a president can do 2 terms. Right. Don't let them play you. Trump was pulling down. Trump was still racist. They're all racist people, but Trump was exposing too much. He was a loud racist. Yeah. Racist is uneducated, and it shows. That's why they wanted us uneducated, but our intuition does not let us be stupid. That's why no matter where they put us, they can take the language, they can strap us down. We're going to learn to cook, eat, and feed ourselves. That's why them boys in prisons do the damn thing. Our men in prisons, they show them. They do everything. They still create civilizations in prison. That's because it's given to us in our pineal gland, no matter where we go. It's embedded in us. We are gods. It's great. A God can't help do nothing but create. That's the whole point of them stopping us, so that we can stop creating. We create other gods. Then when we create kids, they create stuff. That's what went on. That's how the world was. They keep digging out. Do y'all pay attention to archaeology? Fuck these politicians. We know they lying and stealing. The worst they gonna do is keep writing laws. We need to turn our focus to science, nature. Find out what they doing. What are they studying? I guarantee you, Area 51, you know how they always call us the aliens, and they say they get aliens. We ain't no aliens. It distinctly show on the wall that these are us. With braids in our hair, big noses, ears, everything. It's us. Our skin color is painted in the wall. They putting acid. It shows it's us. Them motherfuckers will get on History Channel and tell you aliens did it, right? And then they go to Area 51 and tell you they caught aliens. And there's millions of black people missing. Ain't that many kidnappers getting away with killing black people. Ain't that many kidnappers getting away with nothing. Then all of a sudden, these Rothschild and all them been living since umpteen time. Them motherfuckers is Dracula. They keep getting all these organs and stuff. But yeah, me and you, they keep telling you what I was saying, baby, about I believe that they do all experiments. If they experimented on dead black people to see what they pineal gland did, you don't think they done got some live black people and hooking their head up and seeing what they doing now? These people are known to experiment on us, but they put the laws in place so that we won't go look for our people and ask questions. They're in Area 51. Ain't no damn aliens came out the sky.
Look at the movies. They hook people up to all kinds of stuff to experiment.
That's right. How old is the Queen of England? And they keep telling you she cousins. And you notice they keep the same name. The Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, been Queen Elizabeth since they wrote the Bible. in the 1600s. King James, there was more than one King James. King James that wrote the Bible was actually King James the fifth, I think, the sixth or something. You know, this shit crazy. They always talking about aliens. We ain't that they experiment on they Dracula. That's where Dracula come from. They the only one that needs to eat blood and stuff. They taught us things that we ain't know about. When I remember in school, I remember distinctly because I always wanted to be an archaeologist. And I remember them saying the people over there didn't eat meat. Then they showed us pictures. Remember, it was always feed the children. And they was like, they only get meat every now and then. And in our mind, in this world, they teach us in America, you need meat, you need meat. No, we didn't know that we are carbon people. Now I got to learn everything over. We were vegetation. That's why they used to, do you know they used to knock the slaves' teeth out because they didn't eat the food they ate? They were feeding them slop, beans, and meat and stuff. And they would knock the slaves' teeth out because the slaves wouldn't eat. And they would knock their teeth out to put a hole to force them to eat because they wanted them to have enough strength to be a slave. That's what they do to us now. Now they ain't got to knock out our teeth. They just entertain us. They put the bullshit on with the commercials. Then they go and they advertise their liquor stores. They advertise it's cool to get fucked up. It's cool to drink. It's cool to lean. It's cool to act like you ain't got no sense because you ain't got no sense anyway, according to their standards. When they giving their dumb behind, Trump was dumb. His teacher said he was dumb, but according to their money, they pay for grades. They don't give us financial. That's why they always are hubbing around black people because they know we really studying. We really the smart ones, and we really going to produce something. Everything we produce, they take hold of it and make value on it. They ain't invented nothing because they ain't got melanin. Melanin is the soul. Melanin is your Jesus. Look up how melanin is. It's a gland under the skin that produces as it get dark. I thought we was getting dark from the sun, which you do, but as your skin is the rays come from the sun. When your body notice that it's sun rays, the melanin starts being produced darker. I thought we were getting burnt like them. No, boo. Right. They don't teach us this. And then when your melanin, when your skin, that's why I said we supposed to be out in the sun to absorb stuff. We get our vitamin D. Our skin's so thick, we got to be out there all day. That's why we didn't fall out a lot. That's why we were strong slaves, because it was helping our bones being in the sun. Now we are brittle, sick, and all that. We were better in the field because we at least got the vitamin D. But the melanin producing, when your skin realizes, when the melanin realizes that there's no more sun rays, you start getting lighter. That's why if a black person start being in the dark, they get lighter. But people say that's how white people came noble, because your skin is a complete different. There is albino black people. Albinos show you what a black person look like without color, and they still look black. Albinos ain't got DNA. They don't. They always talk about us. Let's talk about what they made out of. Animal. That's why a dog could be your best friend 1 minute and all of a sudden he attacking. They that familiar? Don't they stand at you with a blank look? Don't they lick their dogs in the mouth and they all lick they DNA connect? We don't understand that kind of shit. They ain't our DNA. They do have fur. Their hair follicles fall out. That's why they get old. When they get old, a dog only lives so long. They age in dog years for real. That's why they always trying to find them damn fountain of youth. We age too, but not like that. The sun makes them age more because they really have no defense. They could put on sun rays. They look nice when they tan, but it's killing them. They are burnt. We are. The difference is, they're being burnt. Our melanin is producing a darker color. There's a whole difference. We are two different species of humans. We are human. They're mankind. That's the anger. That's where the white power. That's why they're so. That is an unspoken jealousy. That's why they're. You know how like the lion and the gazelle. The gazelle is born running. As soon as the gazelle hit, the gazelle knows in its DNA to run because something is going to be after it. When the black woman gave birth and the white woman gave birth, the white woman knew her child needed a black woman's seed. You see what I'm saying? They children came out ready to clone us, to destroy, kill, to lie. Ours came out as guys ready to be innocent, love everything and love everybody. And it's been costing us ever since. These same people that stormed the Capitol, this should show you. It shows you that they cared nothing about you. It shows you they get away with doing anything. It shows you America is not fit to be our government as black people. And anybody white, as black people, our government is not fit to be our government. They have shown over and over and over again that they have that they discriminate against their black citizens. That not to, I can understand if they just didn't like us, but they're killing us and they're letting themselves walk free. And then they send an email talking about people died. But yet when we died by the hands of these same people, they say we thugs, animals, and everything else.
I didn't get an email.
I'm talking about the email when they asked the
I'm talking about when our people got killed.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't get no. Did you get an email saying that our people need the Democrats and Republicans need to pick sides? The police need to pick sides now. Did you get that email? Because I got an email about some white people dying at white people's hands, and now all of a sudden I'm supposed to care because they named one of them laws that was in the Capitol that was passed for me, help me and my family, because me and my family still got to go out and face some same motherfuckers that they won't identify. That they will not identify. So that they won't get arrested. How you going to arrest the president brother? How you going to arrest the president nephew? How you going to arrest the senator's sisters and brothers and sons? How you going to arrest them? Oh, easy. Because how you going to arrest them when the police is out there with them? There was nobody. But had you get some black people in there, let us have our own military group. Let us have our own police stations. We would have gladly arrested their ass. They don't want that because they don't want us to have power. They want us to sit back and sweep this under the rug and act like something bad happened to our government and we should be scared. This government ain't never been a government to none of us black. That's right. This government ain't been our government. This government ain't been a government to us or our children. This government allowed these type of people to kill, rape, destroy, steal our lands after slavery. After Abraham Lincoln gave us the state of Florida, Texas, and some other states. That's why they wanted these southern states, because some of these states are the states, I think, in North Carolina, are Lincoln gave us states. So we could get on our way and produce, because he knew that we would produce an economy, because they needed goods to be produced to go to other countries because of cotton and the peanut field. But what white people didn't want, they still wanted us. They wanted all of that. They didn't want to share American wealth with black people. So they kept us in the underclass, killed Lincoln, infiltrated the government, and they talking about a coup. That ain't no coup. The coup happened way back then. Infiltrated the government and then allowed the government to re-enslave us by passing fake ass laws. What you say, baby?
I was just gonna say, yeah, you know they killed Lincoln. The real reason why they killed Lincoln is why. Why they killed Lincoln? Addresses the real reason.
That's right, baby. Nobody really addresses why they assassinated Lincoln. You just hear presidents. See how they just make it normal? With, right? Oh, a president get assassinated. Why did they assassinate him? What was the dude named Booth? They say Boot, whatever. But they set him up. They set up that Boot man to shoot Lincoln. Because that's how he got up there in the booth with him and was able to shoot him in the side of the head. They wanted to kill him. That same coup that you seen climb the building, that's the same shit that happened when Lincoln gave the black people land and states so that we can the same they gave Lincoln gave us states. These same people were mad. These are their same children. Just like stress is passed in get him. Stress is passed down to us. Then it's passed down to their lives is passed down to them. But y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Open your eyes. We'll be back. We'll be in a private meeting tomorrow. Then we'll be back on tomorrow. So I'm gonna email everyone. Like I said, y'all look at our government. This is not our government. We don't need to be looking at trying to vote in no next election. No 2024. No, we need if we're going to be involved, we're going to be involved on our terms. We can make a shadow government with democracy, everything the same way. and start pulling ourselves out of this beast mouth, because they are never going to change. Long as they keep they act like the U.S. Senate was the Capitol was infiltrated the other day. The Capitol been infiltrated. That's why they act the way they act. The people who were really leaders, if you go back in history, look at the government and the seats. They were filled with black people before the so-called U.S. He's stealing your Rice Krispies. Yeah. But baby, you remember that movie? I mean, that documentary we were watching. It showed that how the government was like full of black people, the House and the Senate, and then when they infiltrated the government and changed the government, it changed. I'm gonna find it. But again, y'all have a beautiful, blessed night. Keep your head up, stay safe, meditate. Let's use this power and let's call out the white supremacists or what they are. You know, don't let them get away with it. Keep pushing the story, like, share, keep showing their faces, showing their pictures. Let's flood their own social media sites with their own crimes. Let them face what they are. Let them choose a side, either humanity or not. Because right now they're not for humanity. F a Democrat and a Republican, because both of them have destroyed the black families. Y'all have a good night. Peace. I'm looking for the end. No.
All right, that's it. What's up for the mob? Yeah.